Hey guys, wanted to show you quickly how enums work because I think it's one of those things we missed at the end of one of the classes. So enums are ways of creating types in Swift, just like a type, just like UI collection view, just like you would create a type by subclassing from an existing class. You can create a type with enum. It's a lightweight value type. So for example, here I'm creating a type called compass point. It has four values: north, south, east, and west. Now if I create a type of compass point and you click on it with option and go here, you will see its type is in fact compass point, right? Its full type is from here. So it's enumerations work.compass point. Now, in the old days with enums in C language, for example, north would have a value of 0, and then you'd proceed 0, 1, 2, 3 as the values. That is not the case for enums in Swift. Their values are the values as typed here. So the values of compass point are .north, .south, .east, and .west. And you will see here, for example, you can do this. If you go down here, where I'm actually using the type, you'll see I can actually change its value to .north or .south without specifying the name of the enum. If you go here and click on it, you will see, whoops, enum, click again. Right. You will see its value is compass point. Okay. And I do it again here just to create a different one. Planet.earth, same thing. Okay, now I'm going to jump into the function down here. Now this is all done in the global space of the class. But I'm going to jump here to a function I created, and then I'm going to do a test, a switch on this variable that I've set. Its value is currently south, so I'm going to go in here and test which value is being hit. So this is the line of code that would be executed. If I had more values and didn't want to test for them, then default would be picked up here on switch. And I put NB/NW, 10 points if anyone knows what that means. Reference to Hitchcock movie, so I'll help you out. So that's one kind of enum. There are three kinds. There's the standard kind, then there are associated values, and then raw values. Here are what associated values look like, and this is straight from the book. So if I have an enum called barcode, and it has two types, UPCA and QR code. Now the values that can be assigned for barcode are UPCA and QR code. Those are the actual values of the type barcode. But I can include a payload of data along with the assignation of each of those values. So for example, here I can say prod barcode is going to have a value of barcode.upca. And in fact, here I can even eliminate barcode, right? That'll still work. Believe or will it not? Oh no, because I created a different variable. That's right, okay. Never mind that. So, but I'm including a payload of the numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4 along with that. So this product barcode will have a value of .upca, but I'll be able to extract the values 1, 2, 3, 4 from it because they're included as little properties of the type. It's almost like I'm creating a quick little object on the fly, a quick little instance. In barcode .QR code, that can only take a string. So I'm including a string here as the payload for the data. And if I go down here, I'll see that when I do a switch test on the associated values, I'm capturing and testing on UPCA, but then I capture the values by putting let statements in the case, and then I'm able to capture 1, 2, 3, and 4 and print them out down here, and I'm able to capture the string OK and print it out down here. Okay, so those are associated values. Now that means the type is still UPCA or barcode. The third kind are raw values, and that's where that's more akin to the old style C type, where I'm assuming numeric values, but I can do more. For example, here I can assign ASCII characters and say these are the values of a type. So I can go and get var.ascii equals ASCII control characters.tab.raw value, and I can grab the value of tab new line, or carriage return. And that's what would be the value here once I grab it. Okay, so the value of ASCII is not ASCII characters.tab, it's the value of the character that I have assigned to tab. Okay. Similarly, if I go, let's see here, raw planet. Where is raw planet defined? There it is. Okay, so here's raw planet. Now here I'm using raw values again. So I've actually given the enum a type of int, and I've said Mercury equals 1, which means Venus 2, Earth 3, and so on right to the end. Okay, so that means that raw planet.mercury.raw value will equal 1. Raw planet.venus.raw value will equal 2. And I can go down here and I can test. And grab the, so I'm assigning 3 to this variable right here. Now there's also an initializer, which means that I can pass in the type with an initializer of 5, and that means that possible planet will now have the value as an optional of raw planet dot whatever one is it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of Jupiter, right? So this will be equal to Jupiter. Its type will be an optional. Let's verify that. Oh, it doesn't show it in the, that's an interesting error in the compiler. Trust me, it's an optional. Okay, and why would it be an optional? Because, oops, here it is. Maybe this is what I meant to test here. There we go. That's an optional for raw planet, right? That's correct. Okay, why would it be an optional? Because there might be no value 5, right, in the list of planets. There happens to be one, but if I said 9, it would bomb out, and that's what we're going to test here. So if I set 9 and then I say do an optional chaining assignment here, let some planet equal raw planet, and I'm going to pass in 9, this value here, okay, and then it's going to test on some planet. First of all, I test if it's equal to Earth, and it's not, okay, and it's not some other either, because there is no 9. Therefore, it's a nil, which is why we have it be an optional here, right, because it might be a nil. So there are 3 possibilities. One, it'll be the value I'm testing for. One, it will be some other value that exists that I'm not testing for. And the third possibility is that it will be a value that doesn't exist that I'm testing for, and that's what this captures down here. And the else is on the if, not on the switch statement. So I hope this helps you understand enums with associated values and raw values.